Be honest with me for a second. When was the last time you picked up your phone without even deciding to? You were bored for 2 seconds and your thumb just moved. Instagram. Scroll. TikTok. Scroll. Back to Instagram. You don't even remember opening it. That's not you being lazy. That's not you being weak. That's your brain being trained, like a lab rat pressing a lever for a treat. I used to check my phone over 100 times a day. My focus was gone. My sleep was garbage. I couldn't sit through one lecture without checking notifications under the table. So I did something extreme. I deleted every social media app for 30 days straight. No Instagram, no TikTok, no Snapchat. Nothing. And what happened to my brain in those 30 days genuinely shocked me. If you've ever felt like your attention is broken, like you can't focus, can't sit still, can't finish anything, stay with me, because this isn't just my story. This is what's happening to almost every student right now. Let's get into it. Why your brain is addicted. Here's what nobody explains to you. Every time you get a like, a comment, a new video, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is your brain's reward signal. It's the same chemical involved in addiction to things like gambling and nicotine. But here's the twist. It's not the reward that hooks you. It's the unpredictability. You don't know when the next good video is coming. You don't know when someone will like your post. That uncertainty keeps you checking, again and again. Scientists call this a variable reward system. Slot machines are built on it, and social media apps are built the exact same way. So when you feel like you can't stop scrolling, that's not a character flaw. That's design, on purpose, built by people whose job is to keep you hooked. I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this because once you understand the trap, it's a lot easier to walk out of it. So I decided to run the experiment on myself. 30 days, 0 social media. Let's see what actually happens. Week 1, the withdrawal. Day 1 felt fine, almost easy. Day 2, my hand kept reaching for my phone out of habit. I'd unlock it and just stare. Nowhere to go. By day 3, I felt something I did not expect. Restlessness, like my brain was bored and angry at the same time. This is real. It's called dopamine withdrawal. Your brain got used to constant stimulation, and now it's asking, where's my hit? Students go through this every single day without knowing it. That anxious feeling when your phone's not in your hand, that's not you being weird. That's withdrawal. For me, the first 5 days were the hardest. I felt bored in class, bored at lunch, bored waiting in line. I realized I had 0 tolerance for silence. But here's the thing about withdrawal. It only gets worse until suddenly it doesn't. Week 2, the brain fog lifts. Around day 8, something shifted. I sat down to study, and for the first time in months, I read for 40 minutes straight. No checking my phone, no losing my place, just focus. That might sound small, but for me, that was huge. Here's the science behind it. Every time you switch between your phone and a task, your brain has to reset. It's called attention residue. Part of your focus stays stuck on the last thing you were doing. If you check your phone every 5 minutes while studying, your brain never fully arrives at the task. You're always half present. By week 2, without that constant switching, my brain had space to actually settle into one thing at a time. My sleep improved too. I used to scroll in bed until 1 or 2 a.m. Now, without the apps, I was tired by 11. Actually tired, not forcing myself to sleep tired. Here's a quick, easy action step if you want to feel this shift too. Pick 1 hour today, just one. Put your phone in another room, not on silent next to you, in another room. Notice how your brain reacts. That reaction is information. Week 3, I noticed something uncomfortable. By week 3, my focus was better. My sleep was better. But something else showed up, something harder to talk about. I started feeling behind. Without the constant highlight reel of everyone else's life, I had nothing to compare myself to. And in that silence, I had to sit with my own thoughts, my own progress, my own doubts. Turns out I'd been using social media to avoid exactly that. This is something a lot of students don't realize. Scrolling isn't just a distraction from boredom. It's a distraction from yourself, from questions like, am I doing enough? Am I on track? What do I actually want? It's uncomfortable to sit with those questions, so we scroll instead. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm saying it because if you've ever felt this, that quiet ache when you're alone with your thoughts, you are not broken. You're just finally hearing yourself think again. And that's actually the beginning of real change. Week 4, who I became. By the final week, the difference wasn't just mental, it was visible in my actual life. I finished a book I'd been reading for 6 months. I started working out consistently because I wasn't scrolling instead of sleeping, so I actually had energy in the mornings. My grades went up, not because I studied more hours, but because the hours I did study actually counted. Real focus beats fake effort every time. And honestly, I felt calmer, less comparison, less anxiety, more present with actual people in front of me. Here's the truth about motivation nobody tells you. Motivation doesn't come from hype videos or quotes. It comes from small wins that build on each other. Once I saw I could focus for 40 minutes, I wanted to see if I could do an hour, then 2. Confidence isn't something you find, it's something you build, one small proof at a time. How to start your own version without quitting for 30 days. Now, I know most of you aren't about to delete every app for a month. That's fine. You don't have to go extreme to get real results. Here are 3 simple, science-backed steps you can start today. Step 1. Create friction. Delete the apps from your phone that keep your accounts. Just having to log in through a browser cuts mindless checking by huge margins. Less convenience equals less compulsion. Step 2. Set a no-phone zone. Pick one place, your desk, your bed, and make it a phone-free zone. Your brain starts associating that space with focus, not distraction. Step 3. Replace, don't just remove. Willpower alone doesn't work long-term. When you feel the urge to scroll, have something ready. A book, a walk, even just stretching. Give the habit somewhere else to go. Start with just one of these, not all 3. One habit done consistently beats 3 habits abandoned in a week. Conclusion. Here's what I want you to take from this. Your focus isn't gone forever. It's not broken. It's just buried under habits that were designed, on purpose, to keep pulling you back. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need 30 days. You just need 1 hour, today, where you choose silence over scrolling. That 1 hour is where it starts. I believe in you. I've been exactly where you are. Phone in hand, mind everywhere but here. And I promise, on the other side of that scroll, there's a version of you that's calmer, sharper, and finally back in control. If this helped you see something in a new way, hit subscribe. I'm posting more videos like this every week to help you build a life you're actually proud of. And if you know someone who needs to hear this today, send it to them. Sometimes the smallest video is exactly what someone needs at the right moment. See you in the next one.